Oh shit! And one of the things is like I may have somebody just like do some basic editing with these things. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Okay. So yeah. So then I got to stretch. I can't crack my back though. I don't know how people crack. I don't know how people crack their back. It'd be like I don't even know. I feel like if I crack my back, I'll die. I'm gonna die. But
Nah, you got to stand up to do it, though. Do a
fuck
twist.
that. No. I don't care what nobody say, dog. If my thing does not go, like then nah, it's over. But yeah, welcome guys to the Let's Be Real podcast. It's your boy, the Real Kid, aka Dunk.
And Jared, aka Ragnarok.
Alright, today we're gonna be discussing more personal shit. Basically, we're just gonna talk about shit that makes us angry. Some of the things you guys probably can relate to, some of the things you can't. First things first, I do want to say this is the 1 year anniversary of the incident with Kobe Bryant and Gigi. So that family is in our thoughts and prayers. It was definitely one of the biggest events to hit us in our modern age. Cause I still remember that day too. The fact checkers had to be fact checked, and even those fact checkers had to be fact checked.
I
Like
mean, no one believed it.
that's what I'm saying. Like it's kind of crazy at the fact. Like I remember too. I think it was TMZ reported it. Somebody who's basically a gossip news. I think it was TMZ. TMZ reported it. Everybody's like, TMZ reported it. Like nobody really, And then you're just looking for like MSN or NBC, CNN, all those people. You're just looking for them. But they didn't get their reports until like 5 p.m. or so. Meanwhile, TMZ had somebody on the scene already. I don't even say they had somebody on the scene. They had a bystander submit things a lot earlier. So everybody was definitely looking out for that. But yeah, I just wanted to give a shout out to that because again, it was definitely a day where the earth stood still. Everybody around the world was in shock and awe. And even worse is that kick-started 2020, actually. the shit, yeah, everybody has had started up with fires and Kobe. That's kind of crazy. So, bam, bam, bam. Let's get right into it. So, I'm gonna say, so the way it's gonna work is, I'm gonna say something that makes me angry. Me and Gerald will discuss it. Probably like at most 3-5 minutes each one. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't really matter. Depends on how passionate we are about it. And then Jared's gonna say what grinds his gears and shit like that. You know what I mean? That's just how it's gonna go. First things first. All right. You know what really grinds my gears, bro. You know
What
what really
grinds your gears?
Man, I am sick and tired of people trying to ride the anime wave. I am sick and tired of that shit, bro. Here's the thing. Here's the fucking thing when I say that shit too. All right. I'm seeing a shit ton of videos that people are like, I was made fun of in middle school and high school because I liked anime. No, you like Dragon Ball Z and that was it. And everybody in the hood knew Dragon Ball Z. Barbers knew who the fuck Goku was, right? So you wasn't being made fun of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't being made fun of watching the shit. I used to bring Yu-Gi-Oh cards to school, do my dueling shit, right? Hit them with the magic cylinder, hit them with the Celtic Guardian and everything. And guess what? The bullies would come up and start dueling us too. They would have it on there. They're like, yo, I got some Yu-Gi-Oh cards at home. I'm gonna bring mine tomorrow. And we just dueling right there. The principal looking at us like, yo, what the fuck are they? Are they gambling? Nah, we're playing Yu-Gi-Oh, right? But now today, anime is very, very common now because you have so many streaming services and so much access to it now that everybody's claiming they loved it for years and everybody's different. Cosplaying is huge now, and let me tell you now, the only people I feel were made fun of were the people that are doing the damn Naruto run
Yeah.
to classrooms. That was it. Like if you going and you trying to walk on walls and shit like damn Rock Lee in it, you were made fun of. But you was never made fun of for just liking anime.
I mean, that basically covers it because like you could like literally just run up to anybody in your school, be like, "Hey, yo, what about?" As soon as you mention Dragon Ball Z, everybody knows who Dragon Ball Z is.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just Dragon Ball Z. Like it was that. There was Full Metal Alchemist. There was Yu Yu Hakusho. There was Inuyasha, Gundam, because Gundam's been around forever, and
Gundam
like the
shit.
various others. There were so many, but no one really bothered you for that. It was if you were doing anime shit in real life. Then that's when they dogged you. Like if you were like, Chidori, yeah, they made fun of you. They would dog you for that.
Like that's just my opinion. It really gets me pissed off to see people try to claim it as being made fun of. And you know the worst part about it is people who are actually made fun of for it do not call it out. They're just happy other people are watching anime at this point, so they can talk more with just their small circle of anime debaters, basically. Now they can talk to their other friends about anime because now it's more popular. So if you're one of those people that always claim like, "Hey, y'all got made fun of," don't shut your dumb ass up. Yeah, bro. Okay, that's it.
Also, if you're a person that's like, nah, anime's dumb, it's cartoons, bro. The amount of people I know who have said that to me, and I would recommend them an OG one like Full Metal Alchemist, pulls them right in, and they're like, "Ah, yeah, that was really good." And you know what they say? What else you got? And now, especially today, with like stuff like My Hero
Yep.
and a bunch, all the is out, yo, get roped in. Trust me, it's there is an anime for every genre you can think of. Like how there's a movie for everything, there's an
Literally,
anime for everything.
literally.
If you want love stories, they got love stories. If you want horror and murder, they got horror and murder. They got crime and criminal justice. They got the typical adventure with the heroes going on an adventure. They got everything. Don't knock it till you try it. There's an anime for everything. Trust me.
Yo,
Sports, plenty of them.
now Kuroko's basketball. I recommend it. Um, the biggest thing about that for me, especially, is anime is not a cartoon. Right? It's an animation. Cartoons are meant for kids. All right. If you literally watch a good chunk, I would say, of anime, it's blood gore. It's highly complex situations, shit like that, cuss words, all that stuff. It's not meant for kids. It's actually meant for either older teenagers or younger adults. It's never meant for kids. Cartoons are for kids, right? When I watch Ben 10, I know that shit for me, not my damn older sister. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how it go. But when I watch shit like One Piece as the season went on and motherfuckers is dying, right? Motherfuckers getting cut up and shit. It's not me. Right? It's not made for fucking 6, 7 year old me. No, it's made for the 14, 15, 16 year olds out there to 20, 32. Right? It's not a cartoon. It's just animated. Animation. That's it.
And if you still think it's for kids, I dare you to show your kids number one, Tokyo Ghoul, and watch how many nightmares they have. And number two, Goblin Slayer. Watch how many nightmares they have.
I never ever seen. I gotta check
I
that
was
shit
like,
out.
yo, it's graphic as shit.
I definitely have to check Goblin Slayer out. I think that one's gonna be good. Oh, what's up, Sailor? You got Sailor. Uh, her name's Black Chick, Sailor Black Chick, in the chat. Jake forced me to come. Okay, see. Now she had to say that. You know what I'm saying, Jerry? Nah, she said she just kidding. It's all good. It's all good. All right, Jared. What grind your gears, sir?
All right, this one's not as fun, but it's just a little thing. Whether it's me letting you go first, like I open a door for you, we're walking, or if I'm driving, bro, if I wave for you to go, don't wave back to me and tell me to go. All right. I just took the time, like, hey, man, you're good. And then you wave back to me. And every single time it happens, I'm like, all right, they told me to go. I try to go. And then they try to go. What are you doing? Stop. Stop mixing it up. Stop making it hard. If I tell you to go, please go.
Nope.
I'm begging you.
No bullshit. No bullshit. I think one of the worst fucking things out there, bro, when it comes to that stuff, is there's a certain part of us as men, that love to be courteous and everything like that. If we're going in front of a lady, we'll often tend to hold the door open out of courtesy, not because we're obligated to or not like it's out of courtesy. I think the worst part for like you got to switch it. You got to switch it sometimes. But the worst part for me is if I'm holding a door, right, and I gotta see them do that awkward run. You know, like you gotta walk a little bit faster, right, and then it's like and then hold up, and then and don't even say thank you, bro. Like bro, you. So that means you saw me. Right, mind you, you're not obligated, but it's just the right thing to do. If you saw me holding the door open, I could have left your ass, right? Opening the door for you, right? And then you notice I'm opening the door because I saw your little feet. I saw your little feet start scurrying, and then you gonna look me dead in my eye, and then walk. Like no, we just not gonna do that. You're not gonna no.
You're
Yo,
rude as hell.
if it was legal, I would grab her by the shoulder and pull a reverse trap
Right.
card, just like put her back and say, "Bam!" I'll just slam the door right there. Just be like, "It's your turn now." You know, we're gonna switch. Let's see if you hold the door open for me. I'm gonna say thank you. You know why? Because I'm like that. You know that shit pisses me off. But at the same time, though, when I'm walking and somebody holds the door open for me, right? I don't want to do the awkward run. So I'll tell them, go, right? And they'll be like, oh, come. And I'm like,
God
just
damn
go,
it! Now you got. Now you
They're like, no, come here. I'm like, fuck.
Now you got to
Now I
run.
got a little scary. You know what I'm saying? But I'll say thank you, though, because they could have just been like, hi, and just left. Man, piss me off. Piss me the
Like
fuck off.
it's a simple thing. It's not even just like holding like if someone opens the door for you in general, it's just thank you. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate you. Whatever. It's just a little thing. And like once again, they always say like the little things matter because you just don't know what kind of day someone's having. And like sometimes, I'm not saying always, but just sometimes that one little act would just make their day. Like this one time I was coming out of the Wawa near my job,
No.
and this old guy, now like you could tell he had trouble walking. He didn't have a cane, but he was slow. So I stopped. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just hold the door for him. And this man comes out the door. He looks me in my face, and he says, "Man, I thought chivalry was dead in today's day and age, but young man, you have given me hope. Thank you so much." And walks away. And I'm like, bro, all I did was hold the door. It's not that big, but apparently, I made his day for just holding the door for him. So
Okay. I like
I was
that.
like, wow. I was like, I mean, it's not that deep, bro, but you're welcome.
Okay. I like that. I do like that. Man. But yo, I got one for you. You know what really grinds my gears? You know what really grinds my gears? This one's gonna go a little bit more into it. I do not like cancel culture. It is the dumbest thing we almost have ever done as a fucking human race. Is cancel culture, right? I get the premise of it. It's just not what the fuck you thought it was gonna fucking be. You know what I'm saying? Because of the whole fact that this is how the internet works. I kid you not. This is how the internet works. You said something mean to me, or you said something I don't agree with. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm leaving the page. I'm deleting your tweet. I'm doing whatever. Like, it's the internet, right? You're not in my face saying that shit or nothing. You a keyboard warrior, right? Or even better, you got comedians out there. Fucking comedy is fucking comedy, right? All because you don't laugh don't mean that shit not funny, right? and you got people out here like yo, I kid you not, no bullshit. I laugh whenever I hear a funny black joke. When it's actually funny, I laugh. I don't give a fuck who's the person delivering, right? I laugh if it's funny, right? Actual people who listen to comedy and look at comedy will laugh at that. Then you got the people who try to be offended for us, right? That go, you shouldn't say that. That's the cancel. Shut your dumb ass up, right? Let them do that. It was funny to me. Shut your dumb ass up, all right? If you don't find it funny, leave, right? Leave whatever that shit is at. You know what I'm saying? Like if you see a joke online, leave the page. If you see it all on your computer, or you got a virus that says the same joke over and over again as a spam email, delete that email. Like it just bothers me. And then even worse is they dig up some type of time machine and go back in your tweets 6, 7, 8 years ago and said,
Art.
yo, did you know how much fucking effort you had to do, right? To go, you have to not only go to Kevin Hart's page, you have to go one by fucking one, right? And just look for something that'll piss you off. And that was what, 7 years of worth of tweets, right? 7 years, which means it had to take you at least a fucking week or so straight to go back that much. First of all, how the hell? What are you doing going back that much? That's the first thing, right? I know nothing really gets deleted off the internet. Like I get that, but unless you're like searching up specific fucking keywords and shit like that, you're not gonna find shit like that. Which means you meant to find shit like that. Which means you're part of the problem. You're looking for an issue. Right? And if you're looking for an issue, you're the issue. Which means technically we should be canceling you because you're the one trying to start the problems. Shit. Piss me the fuck off, man.
And also, like, with a lot of people, not everyone does it, but a lot of people, especially on Twitter, said some dumb shit when they were younger. Just because, one, you're most likely just very ignorant because you're young. You don't know everything.
Yeah.
And two, as time goes on, you obviously learn them will not repeat that behavior or like say what you said in the past. So what should happen, what's supposed to happen is when someone fucks up, it's like, all right, this is why you screwed up. Here's what's wrong with it. And they're like, all right, cool, I understand. Or they're like, I don't care, I'll do what I want. Then if you want to pursue them, I can understand it then. But there's no one gets a chance. Like they make the mistakes, like not off with the head, kill them, shoot them, burn their career down, burn their home. They're evil, they're heartless, they're hateful. It's like, bro, damn. Like, you even ask them, like, why? You just like, kill him, burn him. He's done. He's evil. Like, they tried to destroy Kevin Hart when they like those old tweets when he's making a bunch of the gay jokes. And I'm like,
yep.
Damn, bro. Like, he doesn't even tweet that stuff anymore. Like, that's an indicator. It's like, hey, he kind of learned. Maybe he changed. God forbid.
Legit. Like, and that's one of the biggest things is that they preach they want change, but if you're going back to my past, is to bring something from my past forward, and I changed, and you can clearly see I changed from that past, and you're bringing it up now. You didn't want to change. You just wanted something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So your whole purpose of doing it, right, contradicts your whole purpose of doing it, right? What it's meant to do is to invoke change. It's meant to say, hey, you said something wrong. I hope your mindset changes. That's how I feel cancel culture should have been, right? It's literally should have been, yo, listen, we don't like what you did. If anything, it's been very, very disrespectful. I hope we try to change this in the future, right? But don't go back in my past, then bring it to the future, and then say, you better change, or I don't care if you changed, you said this. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me at all.
It's weird, man. But like, just at least give them a chance. That's where it needs to be at, but it's not. Like, they make a mistake. All right, here's where it's wrong. Here's what you need to do. They change, great. They don't, all right, then deal with it.
Okay. Now, Mr. Ragnarok Doom. What grinds your gears, sir?
What grinds my gears? All right, this only happened to me once. But, yeah. Okay. If you sneeze, and I say bless you, this isn't even going. It's not even going to be like, oh, say thank you. No. If I say bless you because you sneezed, don't tell me you're a goddamn atheist. I don't give a fuck. It happened to me once in my life. Once. And I'm just like, did I ask? Like, bro, everyone knows, religion aside, when someone sneezes, you say bless you. It's the courteous thing to do. Like, the fact that you took the time to tell me, I'm an atheist. Like,
I'm with you, Zero.
I don't care, bro. Like there were two things that should happen. If I say bless you and you tell me you're atheist, either A, you should get throat punched just because you have the audacity to say that, or like if you said I'm just like, all right, fuck you then. Shit, I don't give a damn. Like that's ridiculous that someone said that to me. I shouldn't have been as mad as I was like when I walked away, but bro, that like messed up my whole day. I was so caught up in that.
I'm flabbergasted. At that. I never had that shit happen to me. I can't talk. I don't know if I can continue off that shit. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Achoo. I don't believe in God. Like, yo, hey, yo. All right, I can't do that. I don't know if I can continue off that, dog. But I got you with something. I got you. Something that pisses me off. This grinds my gears for real. Self responsibility is no longer a thing, or at least is no longer factored into certain things, right?
Okay.
Hear me out with this, right? A lot of fucking people out there blame their beginnings for how they are now, right? I forgot who did it. It was some type of experiment where basically twins grew up in a house of smoking parents, right? You know, little, you know what I mean? And basically they wanted to see if both twins would, of course, follow their parents' footsteps. Because people always think my parents did it, so I do it, right? So that takes. See what I'm talking about? That takes away the self responsibility right there from the get go. Is my parents did it, I do it. The twins ended up two different ways. One person went to straight smoking. The other person avoided it because they saw what the smoking did, right? But when people try to use their beginnings as excuses to where they are in the world, you can't fucking do that. That just doesn't make sense. Like, now hear me out. Hear me out. If you fucking started off broken homeless, all right, I'm not gonna judge you for being broken homeless 5 years from now. Right? I'm not. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about shit like this. If you grew up in a home where your parents barely made ends meet, but you still got taken care of, like you're still alive, you still went to school, things like that, and then you decide that you're gonna also live that lifestyle or at least chase after somebody else that can fulfill that lifestyle. Those are all self-conscious decisions. Those are all your decisions. You know what you're doing, but when push comes to shove, right? When it because here's the thing, excuses only come from bad decisions, never good ones, right? So the fact that you're trying to make an excuse for who you are means you automatically acknowledge that you already are a bad person or doing bad itself, right? Which means your excuse is null and void because you already acknowledge your decision, right? But you want to go around the world talking about I'm this way because my daddy abandoned me, or I'm this way because my mom ain't show me no attention and shit like that. No, because there are hundreds, if not thousands, of kids that went through not your exact situation, because that's why everybody's unique, because their exact situation does not actually happen, but a similar situation does. And those kids ended up being in a lot better situation because they wanted to change their environment. They wanted to grow from their environment. All right. All because, like me, everybody knows I grew up in the hood, bro. Like ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I literally saw somebody get shot outside my house every summer. Like literally, I would see the fucking dead body, right? Now, this is where the excuse would come in. I saw violence all the time, and I figured the only way to protect myself was to join the gang. I could have been that. You know why I didn't? Because that would be fucking stupid. Why would I protect myself? And this is not to y'all gang members out there, because I know some of y'all are good in the community. Some of y'all actually do good in your community. Some of y'all. Not all of y'all. But why would I put myself in harm's way to get out of harm's way? Where's the self responsibility in that? Don't make an excuse for where you come from to where you are now. Right? That's the whole point of your journey. Your whole point of your journey is to be in a better situation than you were yesterday. And the fact that you end up in a worse situation and have to put an excuse means that you yourself acknowledge that you made a bad decision and you're sticking to it. Why? Because you're not trying to be better for yourself. That pisses me off. I hate people that do that. I really, truly hate people. I don't hate people. My bad. I hate those kind of people that just have so much excuses as to why they're not successful. And I'm not trying to be one of those preachers right? Them people that be on YouTube like, you can be successful with $3 and shit, or you apply it. No, 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 no. I'm not doing that, right? You can even be successful with a damn lottery ticket. Shut your ass up. It's just the fact that you don't try to change your situation and you blame everybody else and everything else except the only person that controls the situation. Pissing me off, bro.
That's well said. Yeah,
Get the fuck off.
it's not gonna be easy, but you got to try at least try to make your situation better if you're coming from a bad one.
Bro. Ain't no way around that, bro. Like, to all my people watching, if you don't change your situation, I don't want to see you complaining about it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But message y'all.
All right.
Or your girls.
So this is kind of going back towards double standards and other issues.
Okay.
So one, I'm gonna say practically everybody because some people obviously weren't taught it, but it's like they always say, don't hit a girl back, don't hit women. It's like cool, all right, I understand that. Here's what I don't get. Like you've all seen the videos where she's clearly like really upset and she's just like wailing on the dude and like the dude's like all right cool and like they're kind of backing off and you're like cool but like they keep following him and they keep going and it keeps going and like the dude like he doesn't even swing on her, he like shoves her and as soon as it happens everyone's like oh oh my god no he's a savage he's a brute. It's like bro were y'all not watching the first like 30 minutes of what was happening? Or there are the videos where like the chick will like legit swing on the dude and he swings back and knocks her out. And people are like, oh my God. And I'm like, bro, here's my thing. I'm not encouraging anybody to hit anybody. But if in your mind you make the decision to hit someone, you better be prepared to get hit back. Because you cannot act surprised. Like I really honestly don't have that much sympathy for someone, especially like if you're just hitting on someone and you swing and you keep going and you're going and you're going and they hit them back, knock them out. I'm like, you kind of kept pushing. They were backing off and you kept pushing it. They never touched you, but you kept hitting them and they hit you back. What did you expect to happen? Because you got to remember, number one, some people don't give a fuck. There are some people who will knock anybody out for any reason whatsoever.
Oh, no doubt.
That's why you don't just start picking a fight. Because they might just like, I'm going to just kill this person. And you're dead. That's it. Game over. Sorry. You picked the wrong one.
No
Number
doubt.
two, is it really worth hitting them? What you getting out of it? Feel a little bit, maybe you feel a little bit more superior. Maybe you feel better. Or maybe they knock you the fuck out. Or kill you. Oops. Game over. You went the wrong one. Like,
Wow.
like that's just my bottom rule. Like, I don't swing on anybody. I never try and start fights. But it's like, if you hit someone, man or woman, don't be surprised if they hit you back. Don't try and play victim. It's like, nah, bro, you started it, you swung. And that kind of goes into my other double standard. Like, whenever police are called for domestic violence,
Uh-huh.
all the female has to say is, he hit me. And they're not going to be like, well, did you? They're not going to do an investigation. All right, put your hands behind your head, get on your knees, you're under arrest. That's it. Done. Arrested. And if you're lucky, they don't arrest you, but they tell you have to leave. Like, you got to vacate the premises. And it's like, bro, y'all not even going to do an investigation? There's no questioning. It's just up, bye, gone, done.
Okay.
That's my rant.
All right, I got you with that. All right, so look, that double standard is actually understandable, and I can tell why. And this kind of, I'm trying to make sure I don't piss too much people off. Oh, okay. This is why we will never truly be equal. Right? It's because, okay. First things first, right? I know the videos you're talking about when it comes to the harassing and beating a dude in public. I forgot who it was, but he basically did an experiment where it was him and his girlfriend basically, right? And they showed off in front of two people. There was one video where it actually was in front of cops. The girl was hitting his girlfriend was pretend hitting him, and everybody's just looking, everybody's taking pictures, you know what I mean, things like that. And then when they went in front of a different crowd, when they went in front of a different crowd, he pretended to like hit her, like pretended to harass her, and next thing you know, you got females coming in to save her, dudes coming in to like stand up to the dude and everything. Same thing happened in front of the cops. The cops did nothing when he was getting hit, but then as soon as he pretended to hit her, the cops was like, hold on, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? But the reason for that is because again, genetically, men are much stronger, much durable than females, right? And because of that, they expect us to, of course, be a wall, make sure to, and a wall that can move, especially. She can hit us, but it shouldn't really hurt us, right? But they be forgetting there be some strong females out there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they be
Right.
some strong females, but it's just the fact that like if we end up in a fight, if me and a female end up in a fight, and God forbid I hit her after she was hitting me, if I hit her once while she was hitting me 10 times, right? The way law looks at it, the way people look at it is you hit her with the force of an elephant while she hits you with the force of a guppy, right? Which means she hits you, but more than likely she ain't do real damage to you. You hit her, more than likely you cause brain damage, right? That's their concern. That's why they won't ever really treat that as equal, because of the fact that even if you look at women's sports when it comes to people transitioning, I forgot his name or her name or their name. Uh, they transitioned into a female and started to compete in female UFC, I believe. And even though they were bottom tier in the male division, in the female division they're basically a champion, right? Because it was that easier to dominate, right? And it's not going against females that of course can beat your ass up. Because my sister, for example, I'm the strongest in my family, right? Then it's my dad. Then it's my sister, right? It's not my cousin, right? It's not my uncle, right? It's my damn sister, right? She will knock you the fuck out, right? But I will knock her the fuck out. But that's the difference is, right? Even while growing up, she was the one that teach me how to fight. Really, it wasn't my dad. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that females cannot fight males. I know a lot of females that can beat up fucking males. But if you put a female fighter and a male fighter, more than likely, the male fighter will not only win but dominate her. You know what I'm saying? I know why that grinds your gears though, because I got fucking suspended from school for letting a female hit me. God damn it, right? High school. I remember that shit because it was the only time I got suspended in my life, bro. Fucking, we playing paper ball war, right? Playing with paper balls, right? You in high school, you just throwing that shit, right? And me and my boy Abraham, he's from Somalia. My bad, Sierra Leone. We're just playing around. We're playing around like he's in the back of the room. I'm at the front of the room. There's this girl who's playing. She's also in the back of the room, right? Like everybody's playing in that row, right? I did like a mean, like no look, dang, you know what I mean? I did a no look throw, and all I hear is, right? All I hear is, and all I hear is him say, "Oh." So I'm here looking back like, why do you say "oh"? So I look back and I said, "Oh," because I see her get up, and I'm like, "Oh shit, she about to hit me." Mind you, she was throwing the paper too, right? She was competing with us. It just so happened that I hit her with a no look, and it hit her with it hit her right here, right,
Right in the forehead.
right in the forehead. Now she got a 5 head. Cause look, I hit her and she comes to attack me, right? Now I'm like ready for it. I'm like, damn, I can't hit a female, so I'm gonna just sit here and block my head because I got a headache. So I'm gonna block my head, right? And she just start like I'm a drum set, like do 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 do. And you know what the teacher said? Both of y'all, both of y'all to the headmaster's office. Both of y'all, right? They come in, they're like, oh, we gotta take you in, and then they're discussing with the teacher, talking about I disrupted class, right? You know what I'm saying? I was pissed, but I didn't hit her because I was raised not to hit a female. I could RKO one, but I can't hit one. Now I'm playing. And I remember them talking to me, and this is when I learned how life really truly is when it comes to that. They said it wouldn't be fair if she was the only person suspended. Uh-huh. They said
What
it
the hell does
wouldn't.
that mean?
Uh-huh. It wouldn't be fair if she was the only person that got suspended out of this whole incident, right? So I think they suspended her for 3 days, and they suspended me for 1 day, and that was it. They didn't put on my record or nothing because that's how it was. It was just like, Duncan, we acknowledge. And mind you, I was clowned on that shit the rest of the fucking week though. I was getting clowned. Like, yo, she beat your ass like a Congo Donkey Kong. Like they was making fun of me of that shit. And the only person that really, like, the main person that was like making fun of me was my boy Abraham. But he was also the one to defend me. He was like, y'all should know, Duncan didn't hit her back. He was gonna knock her the fuck out if I was him, right? Because he knew if I had hit a female, not only will I'd get suspended, I'm going to jail. I'm going for jail for assault. You know what I'm saying? So I know how that feels. I literally experienced that double standard, but it was just one of those things where it's like, damn. Now I realize like this is how it truly is, and as after that, I even started to see how it was in the actual world about these double standards, and I was like, I understand, bro. All right, so Jared, how much do you know basketball?
I'm like 10 years behind, my guy.
10 years behind. Okay.
I'm behind. I only know the big names. That's really about it.
Okay, then you might want to. Who do you think is better, LeBron or Jordan? Who do you think is the goat, LeBron or Jordan?
Damn, that's a that's a deep ass question.
I'm looking dead at you too. The way I've got my camera, I'm looking dead at your screen. You gonna do something today? Chat. Also, you can be involved. Who do you think is the goat, LeBron or
I
Jordan?
think I'm leaning towards Jordan.
Oh, he's leaning toward Jordan.
We're gonna have to say Jordan.
You gotta say Jordan.
Not to say, obviously, not to say that LeBron's a bad player. He's obviously not a bad player. But I think just feet wise, Jordan has him beat.
Okay. Okay. You know, guys, my gears.
Hmm.
People that say LeBron is better than Jordan, and I'm gonna tell you fucking why. So here's the thing. This is what I fucking hate about this shit, right? I'm gonna tell you debate 101. Debating 101. If you have when comparing two people, if you have to take away something from one person to make it even with the other, you already lost the argument if you support that other person, right? Um, Jordan is normally let's go with this. Damn, he has so many fucking accolades I can't even name them all. But basically, Jordan's the best scorer ever, like ever, right? Like he even averages more points per game than Wilt Chamberlain, who apparently had a 100-point game, and the person that laid witness to that 100-point game also had a game in another city. So I don't know how he got there, right? Bill Russell, I'll see you. Scoring titles, six NBA championships, 6 MVPs. As a rookie, trying to carry the cocaine circus. Right, that's what they call them, the cocaine circus Chicago Bulls. Past the legendary of all time Celtics, right, and all that shit. But let's go with this. That's why I fucking hate when this happens, right? I'm not even gonna name all the fallacies that you have in your arguments. LeBron stands. I'm not. Right, I have LeBron as my number 2, but I'm not gonna name all the fallacies in your argument. What pisses me off every fucking time is that y'all always say, "Oh, but rings don't matter. Rings are a team stat, right?" But then every time LeBron has a chance to win a ring, y'all be like, "But if LeBron wins this ring, he's the GOAT." So it's either you pick one thing. It's either the rings don't matter, right, or the rings matter. That's just it. If you can't say the rings don't matter and then say LeBron's the GOAT if he gets this ring, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't, right? Even worse, right? I'm sorry, but you cannot lose more than win and be called the GOAT or something. You just can't. You cannot. If you have more losses on your record than wins, that makes no sense. How you gonna be called the best? and your record don't even show it. And then people try to say bad teams. Like, okay, now you want to bring bad teams into it. Let's be real. I'm gonna be fucking real. I'm gonna be fucking real, right? I enjoyed watching LeBron in Miami, but that Miami move, in my opinion, was a huge takeaway from his legacy because he had to go seek out help from another top star at the time, right, and another top star at the time, right. He had to seek that out, and then people say, but that previous Cavs team was trash. Who the hell walked into a good situation other than Kobe Bryant? You know what I'm saying? Kobe walked in. Kobe got drafted, and Shaq was on the team that same year, so that was a good situation for him. You know what I'm saying? Who was it? I think Charles Barkley also was a good situation. He walked into a good situation. I believe he had Dr. J, right, the old school. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had years and years and years of struggling before they won. Hakeem Olajuwon, I believe, was drafted the same time as Jordan, but didn't get to see the finals until fucking Jordan left. So are y'all gonna say Hakeem Olajuwon, didn't deserve his ring because he never left? That man was on the same team the entire time, going through heartaches every fucking year, and his ass finally got there with that team. I don't understand how y'all can say one thing and then take that one thing away in order to fit your argument. That just doesn't make sense. Fuck off. Piss me off, dog. Piss me off. You too, Kevin. Piss me off.
Kicked off your opinions, bro.
But yeah, that's just one thing that grinds my gears when it comes to like basketball. Is just I look, if you have LeBron as your GOAT, I don't care. If you have Jordan as your GOAT, I don't care. You got Kobe as your GOAT, you got Magic Johnson, Will, Hakeem, all these people as your GOAT. I just don't want your argument to be something doesn't matter, but then change that argument when it suddenly matters for your player. That just doesn't make sense. Piss me off, bro. I argue with LeBron fans like every other fucking day on my damn Facebook. But yeah, go ahead. What grinds your gears, Jared?
All right. So COVID actually kind of corrected this because of the face masks. But Leo, if you're sick, and you obviously know when you're sick, and you are sneezing and coughing, and you don't cover your face, one, you trifling. Two, you dusty. Three, someone should slap the shit out of you for that shit. Like, that is unacceptable, yo. Like, you know you're sick, you're just like, you're just like, yeah, whatever, man, it's not my problem. Bro, nah, bro, that should be grounds for, like, you could swing on someone. And the police came, what happens, officer? Understand why you guys are here, but yo, he was coughing the season, like, and not doing, he wasn't even covering his face. Like, oh damn, all right, yo, we out. Thank you for letting us know. Like, nah, that's disgusting and infuriating, all wrapped into one. And you know what's funny, because you always look at them because they know what they're doing. It's not like this, like, oh, they know, and they look at you and you're like, the fuck, and they just keep going about their day. They don't give a fuck. That's ridiculous.
God damn. Side note. I earned a free medium 2-topping pizza from Domino's. Speaking of food like Domino's, it grinds my gears that people are really trying to validate fatness.
Yo, that's a
That is, yeah, I fucking hate it.
The body positivity movement.
I do not like that shit. Body positivity itself should be flaws that you cannot change, that people should find beautiful, right? If you have acne that like is kind of uncontrollable acne, not the ones where you can just be like, oh yeah, face mask and it's gone. No, talking about like the uncontrollable one, eczema, right? Vitiligo, just all this other shit. Like, it should be things you cannot change that we do body appreciation, in my opinion, right? Because you gotta appreciate your body. That's the only body you got. You gotta appreciate it. But me, for example, I'm a fat dude, right? I'm more built, but I'm a fat dude. No, I'm considered fat. Like, I'm a fat dude. But my comfort though, like, let me tell you now, I'm 275, right? My comfort is 250, right? Now for most, They'd be like, damn, 250, that's still heavy. Bro, you should have seen me at 200. I was skin and bone, right? Body types. This is the other thing. Body types are fucking different, right? I'm not. Jared, how much you weigh?
I'm 180
Okay,
and I'm 6'4".
180. 180, right? Kevin, he's in my chat. He's my roommate and he was also my teammate. Kevin can tell you when I turned 180, I actually had all my rib cages shown.
Really?
Yes, I was that skinny. I was too damn small, and it felt sickening, right? But that's because me and Jared have different body types, right? Kevin alone is about 170. You know what I'm saying? You see how this is Kevin. You see how skinny Kevin is?
I am a tall noodle. You are correct.
Tall
'Cause I am
noodle.
thin.
But
You're
see what
not
I'm
wrong.
saying? Like I'm a hefty dude. I'm a hefty dude. And am I comfortable? Am I comfortable with my weight? Can I be this weight all the time? Sure, but it's not healthy. Right? As I get older, my body is not gonna want to support all this weight out at this time. You know what I'm saying? So my goal is to, of course, lose the weight. The issue is you have people out there, and I'm all right. Look, let me look this. Look. This is me, right? This is me, right? You got people out here like two flabs of fat and shit like that, and motherfuckers in they chat and comments like, "Yo, girl, you beautiful." Boy, you beautiful. Don't let them talk to you like, shut your dumb ass up, bro. They one chicken nugget away from a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? But you out here talking about some, you gotta speak positivity and, that pisses me the fuck off, bro. Cause, I literally watch people. I literally watch people overeat the shit out of things just to have them get diabetes when they 40. Right? Like that shit's not a joke. That's just not a joke. Right? All them comments of people being enabled. That's another thing that Guns McGee is, but I'm gonna talk about that after. Is basically you're telling them, hey, no, you're fine. The way you weigh now, shit, go ahead, keep on more pounds. You're fine. No. No. And before y'all say I'm fat shaming, I literally just showed you I'm a big dude too. Right? I'm gonna shame myself. I'm gonna shame myself. All right, let me say myself. I'm a fat dude. I got titties. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no fucking reason you. I'm gonna be real. Unless you taller than me, right? Ain't no reason you weigh more than me. There's none. If somebody comes into your chat or your comments and be like, "Hey, you look good. You're beautiful. All that weight, you look beautiful. I wish I could hold you." Mm-hmm. Tell them to get a freight loader, cause goddamn, bro, that shit wild, dog. That shit wild, bro. And I just don't like it. I don't like people to see it enabling of destruction. But again, I'm gonna talk about enabling after. Mr. Gerard,
I was gonna jump back on that train real quick.
how do you feel about that, sir? How do you feel about that, sir?
Yeah. All right. So for me, I'm 6'4" and 180 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I were to take my shirt off and stuff, you would see like I look thin. Not sickly, but I'm thin.
Yeah.
Like I look, I would say like healthy at about like 190, like 5. Like there's one point where I actually had a lot more weight when I was actually like working out and stuff. When I actually built up my body, I looked healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Like people, if you were seeing me now, you'd be like, "You all right, bro? You do all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm chilling." I just naturally have a really high metabolism, so it's extremely hard for me to build up any kind of weight.
Yeah.
So, like, if you look at me on the BMI index, I'm underweight. And, like, borderline, they'd be like, oh, well, you should probably put you on a plan so you can put on weight. And it's like, but nah, it's not that I'm unhealthy. I just don't hang on to my weight like that. Can't help it. It's just how I am.
Yep. And
Now,
and that same thing, I'm obese. I'm actually obese on that same BMI fucking chart. You know what I'm saying?
but it's like, yes, there are body differences. It's like, obviously, some people gain weight easier. Some people lose weight easier. Some people hold weight differently. But if your weight is causing you health problems, 9 out of 10 times, it's probably not good weight. And you should probably work on that. And I know people are going to say, well, it's really hard for some people to lose weight. And that's fair. But we've all seen the documentaries. There's like the 1,000-pound man. There's all those people who had so much weight. I know someone from college, Stefan. Stefan lost well over 100 pounds. He looks great now. Because we sat down with him. We never made fun of him before. We're like, hey, yo, we're concerned.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're not going to try and force you to do anything, but we're concerned. I want to hang out with you in my 40s, 50s plus.
Yeah.
And he's like, cool. And you know what Stefan did? He went on the keto diet, stuck to it. He worked hard, lost the weight, looks phenomenal. You can be healthy. Is it hard? Yeah, it can be. It's not easy. It's a pain in the ass sometimes. But you got to do what's good for you.
Shit. I got you. I can even tell you. I can even tell you. Before my junior year of college, I was at my comfortable weight. I was 220. Before football started, right? We played, we played sprint football, so we had to have a body, body requirement, a weight requirement, right? I lost literally 50 pounds in 2 months,
Damn.
right? And the reason was I was doing the bare minimum. I played ball every day, and when I say every day, I mean every day. Every night I played basketball. That's the exercise, right? Whenever I ate, I only ate chicken
Protein.
and lettuce. That's all I ate. Right, with the occasional orange juice because you got to get that vitamin C, you know. But I lost the weight over time. But when I wanted to put back on my weight, because this is where it differentiated, in track and field, I was a thrower. Most of the top throwers on in the conference were at least 250. Right, so I had to get, because here's the thing: what happened when I throw when I was that weight, I would actually fly with the instrument. I would, I was already strong, but the issue is the momentum you're going, you're flying with the instrument. I had the discus went out, I'm going with the discus. You know what I'm saying? When I started to put the weight on back, what ended up changing was I didn't play ball as much, right? And now when I look back at a calorie count, I consumed at least 2,500 calories a day, at least, right? Calorie counts do count. Yeah. So, but it like if I want to lose weight now, and this is where it comes to laziness. Actually, it's not even like body types in regards to this much weight. It's laziness, because I can right now, if I wanted to, truly wanted to, I could stop ordering up. I could cut out the soda. Right. I could do all that stuff. I could drink water only in every day. That's it. The only water and all that stuff. The issue is I don't want to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then money's a trap too, because when you're hungry and you have your money, you can be like, I got Uber Eats. I can get me a Popeyes chicken sandwich right now because I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? You could do that. That's actually one of the biggest setups is the fact that now food is more convenient. And if you can afford it, you're gonna get it majority of the time. Your stomach isn't even gonna be hungry half the time. You're just gonna be bored. Right? You haven't eaten in a while, so you're bored. It's not you're hungry, you're bored. Right? But yeah, like that's just one of the things I just want to say that personally is that it's achievable. Like if I made a deal with somebody for like, and this is the motivation part. If I made a deal with somebody for $200, that I would drop down from 275 to at least 220 by the end of the year, I take it. And that should be easy.
Cut
It,
out soda. Mm.
yeah. But
I can mostly cut out soda.
I'm not motivated
But
for it.
but sometimes I gotta go get me a Pepsi. That's it. That's my one soda. That's my weakness. Like I can just drink water for days and days, but then I'll be like, I need that Pepsi.
Shit.
Other than that, yeah, some things you can cut out. Soda's a big one.
So it's definitely a big one. Carbs especially is huge. Actually, most people don't know we're on the macaroni and cheese diet. Right? When you grow up, you have the macaroni and cheese diet. If you notice that a lot of the stuff that you love to eat has involved bread and cheese, that's a macaroni and cheese diet. You put yourself on it without knowing, honestly. Um, Things like pasta with cheese, pizza is macaroni and cheese, basically. I forget what the other one is. Cheeseburgers, it's just protein. Um, there's like several more that most people just eat, but I can't think about it. Oh, technically, cheese on your eggs. Technically, right? But it's more protein wise, honestly. So you don't really need cheese on your eggs. You just like it because it tastes good. That's all it is. Ain't no real nutritional value. So maybe a little bit of dairy, but that's really it. You know what I'm saying? So, your turns.
All right. What grinds my gears is when people purposefully twist your words. So one of the biggest controversies we recently had was defund the police. People lost their shit. They're like, how are you going to take away all their money? We can't do nothing without the police. This is ridiculous. Y'all out of control. It's like, bro, did you actually look into what they said they wanted to do? They're not saying take all the money away from the cops so they don't have anything. Just move the money around so it works better. So, for instance, police have to do like 50 different things every day, and they're not trained to do all those things to that level. So, like for instance, like if someone's having a psychological breakdown, they're not trained to handle that because they're cops. They're mostly concerned with criminals, laws, all that stuff. Not someone having a mental breakdown. And they're trained. It's like if someone's a threat, hey, it's like warning. If it escalates, pistols, someone gets killed, ends up in the newspaper like, oh my God. It's like they're not trying to do that. Take some of that money, invest in a part of the police department that maybe is designed to deal with psychological breakdowns. Maybe they can handle that better than the cops will. Cops have to, besides all that, there's also like domestic disputes. Sometimes you need someone who could just, all right, let's calm shit down. You over here, let's talk this out. Not exactly trained how to deal with that. They have basically it's like cops have a plate full of so much damn food and their stomach's really not that big. They can't possibly handle everything on the plate well. Okay. So instead of just like, well, let's just give them like another $1 billion and it'll be fine. It's like, no, that's not the problem. They're not trained to deal with it. So just take a little bit off the plate, give it to little Timmy over here, and Timmy likes vegetables. So that way, when a vegetable situation happens, Timmy can deal with the vegetables. You know what? The cops can just be like, yeah, all right, this is steak. Let's go get that steak. You know what I'm saying? It's like spread out the load a little bit instead of just overcrowding them with so much shit that there's always like a huge incident. And people are like, oh, what's the problem with this? It's just too many things for them to just handle all in one ball. It's not a neat package either. It's like it's a dirty hamper with gym socks, stuff's twisted, it's stained. They're like, well, shit, I don't know how to deal with this. You got it. The point of it is to lighten the load and spread it out, make their jobs a little bit easier. That's the point. Okay. Not take the money away so they can't do anything.
Okay. I can continue on that, but that will take too long. So we're gonna save that for another grinds my gears segment. All right. So I'm gonna finish it off with this one. This last grind my gears. You ready? You guys aren't choosing. This is for streamers. Actually, streamer for those out there that stream, for those that out there that own stores, for those out there that basically you try to get your own money and try to build yourself up. Okay, this will grind my gears. Your friends, hit me up, right? As a streamer, this is me to you now. As a streamer, you are constantly in competition with other streamers. Why? Because more than likely, everybody only watches one stream at a time. They can have another stream up, but they're watching one stream at a time, right? So as a streamer, you're in competition with other people, right? The issue I have right now is when people that own a store, that have streaming, that have all these things that are accessible through social media, because social media is one of the biggest tools we use for advertising, is you will have people that do not share your stuff, right? And Jared knows me. I talk about this often. If you have at least 10 friends, you should have at least 10 shared icons right there at the bottom of Facebook and things like that. 10 people shared this. That's what you should have. Because if your friends cannot afford to support you, right, so buy your stuff, everything like that, they should be sharing it at least, because it takes one click, technically two, to share a stream, to share a store, to share everything like that, right? Look at all these. Look at these movies and stuff that came. I believe. Who was it? All right, look at Tesla. Tesla actually has no advertisement. They don't advertise. Everybody shares their stuff. When Tesla comes out with something, they make probably one post. That the first person to see that post that. Next two people post that. Then you have a big pyramid effect where it eventually reaches 50,000 people. Nobody spent a dime. Nobody wasted energy. It was just a share, right? If you have people who have a store, let's say women's clothing, right? You as a male are not gonna buy that shit unless it's for like your girlfriend and stuff like that. So what are you gonna do? You share it because you have females on your friends list that will of course share that or buy from it, right? Everybody in your circle should, or in my opinion, should have a decent amount of support, right? There's no reason to have too many friends with little to no support, which means are they truly your friend if they do not support something so easy that a two-click button is viewed as an inconvenience? You know what I'm saying? That's something you got to think about, and that pisses me off, right? How many friends do you have on Facebook versus how many times did you post something that you're trying to do and you get probably 1 to 2 likes or 1 to 2 shares? Those people that are sharing your stuff, pay more attention towards them because they're the ones that see it and say, I'm gonna share that to my friends. That's what pisses me off. Shit. You know what I mean? That I could talk about that too, but that'll take too long too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, support your friends out there. If they have a store, stream anything that they can share on social media, I want you to share it too. All right, that's my personal thing to all those who are trying to get off the feet and everything like that. Um, but nah, that's it for me. I've grinded my gears. Um,
Agreed.
but yeah, man. To everybody that tuned in, I hope you liked the stream. Uh, Zero, I'm gonna be streaming after this.
Hmm.
You gotta give me 5 minutes or so because I can't have it on the same thing because I gotta put this on YouTube. So I'll be streaming after this, so you're gonna get the commercial break there. Hope you guys loved it. Follow me on YouTube at the real kid, and you're gonna know who it is because it freaking looks like me with this thing. Because apparently some other dude trying to be the real kid, he ain't a real kid. But yeah. We really wish you guys nothing but the best, and you'll see me in about 5 minutes. Yeah, I'll see y'all.
Bye.